Hello there to all my bestest friends in the whole wide world. This is Renetto. Happy Valentine's Day. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in the hills of Zephyrhills, Florida. And absolutely beautiful. It's been a little cold, a little overcast the last few days. I have had a little stomach virus for the last couple of days. And that's all gone now. I feel like perfectly normal, but this time yesterday and the day before, I was just feeling like a whole different person. Things coming out of both ends, and it wasn't good, but it came and went. But something really interesting happened, and it happened so fast, I guess, and right in front of my own eyes that definitely spooks me. It's about myself. I'm having such a good time right now in life and in love, and I feel really focused, optimistic, hopeful, excited, you know, all of that, until I don't. And I feel that now, and I felt it last week. But for whatever reason, when I got a little bit sick and I started losing some productive days, and then it got overcast and cold, and I have this little space heater in the house, and you know, it wouldn't catch up, and the next thing you know, I'm bundled up in the house. I'm nauseous. I mean, it should be something you can just go through, no problem. But when I got sick and when it got cold and overcast, it was like a perfect storm. And the week before, I'd been very manic. I've been working on this property a lot. As a matter of fact, what you're looking at behind me is what I've been working on, both of these projects. I cover all this stuff in real time, mostly on Instagram and Facebook stories. But suffice to say, I changed over this tank and fixed all of this. It's been a problem for a while, and I fixed it all by myself. And you know, it wasn't even that hard, but took a little thinking, and I probably could have made a whole video about it, and it would have been fun, but I just went crazy and did it anyway. And then this tree, you can look back through other videos and see it was all gnarlied up, and now I can just walk straight up it. And I loved bringing this tree back, and I made a bunch of like cool videos and experienced a lot of kind of OCD satisfaction, you know, as I was peeling it all back, and I drug big chunks of it out with my van right here, and it's just so satisfying feeling. But I did overwork myself, and I was like pulling and yanking and going crazy, working through the night, getting kind of manic, and it just ended up, my hands swelled up, you know, just things like, I keep forgetting, you know, I can't go that hard. I can in the moment for a couple, 2-3 days in a row, but then it catches up to me. So anyway, all of this stuff caught up to me. Some fatigue from working around here. I've been kind of manic, excited about the plans for this property, which really, it's this simple. I've been looking for what to do next in life, honestly, since Squad was acquired by Twitter. And it's kind of hard to go, like, where do you go after something like that? You know, it's kind of boring to go backwards, so I'm always trying to outdo myself. I don't know how to outdo that. I probably put a lot of pressure on myself to try to outdo that, or to try to do something similar to it, you know, grand and ambitious and exciting. And, you know, whether you have the same outcome or not doesn't matter. It just has to be something that, like, has that kind of potential outcome. And, you know, that was a wild ride. It was an adrenaline rush. I have not had a clue what to do with myself since. And that's been a couple of years. You guys know that my income has dwindled to almost nothing. And I have basically a couple more years if I'm lucky, of some royalties that are dwindling, you know, because things happen, time marches on. And I have to create another source of income to support myself. And, you know, I guess I wish it could be video blogging or something like that, except it's not. And I don't seem to have a really strong desire to like do that and like do a show, even though I might. And I bought a bunch of equipment. And I plan on using it because it's all part of the bigger picture. But it's not really what I don't want to just video blog. I want to video blog about something, which is going to be the development of this property. I just didn't really have the something, and now the something is I'm going to build something and create something, and I'm going to try to take. So anyway, so just trying to get through this. I have a clarity about what I want to do, how I want to do it. It's like a project. It's like an art project in one sense. There's all kinds of things to do. It'd be really fun to record it, you know, because I'm just now beginning. You guys know that. Everything is still just, I have actually cleared out a bunch of stuff back here. I took a load of stuff to the dump. And so some of that kind of stuff is clearing up. I have a bunch of supplies now set out here and tools. My trailer is getting filled up with stuff that Julia and I are actually going to be selling through like Saturday yard sales. She lives in a condo and doesn't really have a place to spread things out and have a yard sale, and she just has a bunch of stuff. And so we're going to have some fun playing around doing some sales here. But anyway, my fencing hasn't changed much since you guys have seen it last. Actually, I took some stuff down because I'm doing it different. But I did hear you when you were saying, oh, there's going to be flying metal everywhere during a hurricane, and it's noisy, and you all feel bad for my neighbors. Except that just there really hasn't been any problems. I've purposefully kind of just let this stuff set out here and just to see how it is going to react. And as you can see where it's splitting open right there, the sun is heating the back of this metal up. And as it expands, they kind of bow out a little bit from each other, you know, because this is like hot. But you just tack all these together with I have a rivet gun, and I was going to do all that. But basically what I'm saying is I've left it all really loose, like worst case scenario. And we've had a ton of wind over the weekend. You can see the wind's blowing now. But these things don't make any sound. I don't know how. It's like I said, it's not even really fastened down very well, but there was some pretty strong winds, and I was like, okay, let's see if this is what's going to happen. And nothing happened, and I'd come out here and it wouldn't make any noise. And my neighbors, they're looking forward to a little bit of privacy too. And yes, I absolutely want to live in a compound. There's no doubt about it. Now let me put this lens so this place doesn't look so gigantic, because it's not. But I'm really excited about having this whole front area for parking and doing some sales. And yeah, I'm going to start growing some things and selling some things, and maybe do a farmer's market or a little nursery business. And you know how people try to have those micro farm things on YouTube. Well, I'm going to be one of them, and I'll measure off this property and I'll say, okay, I've got, you know, a quarter acre or whatever it is. It's probably not even that much. So, you know, 100 feet by 60 feet. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to like challenge myself to, and I don't even know what I'm going to be growing. Although I do have some tobacco seeds from Honduras on the way. I'll tell you more about that later. I've been using ChatGPT for ideas of what to grow. Some exotic, you know, like what's the most money you can make from the smallest footprint and have a little home-based growing business. And really, I'm doing this all backwards because I don't know anything about growing anything. I don't even know the name of this tree. Like, I'm not one of those people that can, I'm intimidated by the idea of it, but I know I can learn it and figure it out. But I just want this place to look beautiful. I want to have a home that is in a, I can picture like living in the middle of like a tropical compound and never have to leave. I have started to want it to be very settled down. Anyway, I could ramble and talk all about it and all of that stuff. But to get back to what I was saying earlier, because you just need to know like how happy I am right now. Really, today, last week, all these ideas, there's not even enough time in the day. I'm so excited. Julia's, some of this is we're doing together, and it's, you know, all we're talking about later. But this is the crazy part. This is what this video is about. I lost all of it just like that over the past 4 or 5 days. I lost it all. When I started not feeling well and I started like not being able to continue that progress and have that kind of juice from being active and productive and focused and happy, and I went kind of down a little bit, and then the weather, it wasn't just like I was sick, but like excited to get back to it. While I was down, I must have been coming down from the manic state that I'd been in, and I went into the depressive state, even though I wasn't depressed about anything. But everything I'm telling you now and everything I thought last week left me. Like I could remember myself saying it and thinking it, but none of it just felt stupid and not real and goofy and like, why am I doing that? Like literally like two separate people, two separate brains in the span of just a few days, from the manic episode that I've been in for a few weeks. As I was getting clarity and I started working on everything, like I went crazy. And I was glad to be moving again like that. But just like that, it's hard for me to snap my fingers. My hands are still a little sore and numb from jerking all these vines off this tree. But I lost it all. This weekend, I didn't really want to talk to anybody too much. All I could think about was every mistake I've made. I thought about my kids a lot, my family a lot, my relationship with my kids, and my ex-wife, my life, my whole life. I was just staring at my whole life, and every single thing that I thought about and saw was negative and painful. I teared up over the weekend thinking about one of my kids. Just almost, like I feel bad, I feel sorry, everything, nothing's ever going to be any better for this reason, that reason in my life, in your life. And it was just, the whole world was dark and hopeless. No optimism, no hope. And it's me. It's me. And I'm literally saying, but like, you don't really feel that word. It's like, no, but I do. Now, I know this is a pattern. I know when I'm in this state, I won't stay there for long. I know that. Because I never do. But the fact that I go through it, and it still surprises me when it happens, and when I'm in the middle of it, I can't get myself out of it. You just wait. You just hope and pray that you wake up feeling better and thinking. And I thought, what about people that stay stuck in this mindset? Not stay stuck, meaning it's a fault of their own. I'm saying, what about people who are stuck? Because I didn't choose to be there, and I don't know how I got back out, except I woke up feeling perfect, like healthy. So I don't know if I got sick, like cancer or broken leg. If I get sick and I'm laid up, I don't know who I will become. Like, people will have to remind me, and I have to watch these videos, and I'll go, but I was bullshitting then. Like, it was two different people. God, these roosters. It was two different people that I lived with in the past week. This guy and that guy. And I like this guy a lot better, and I know this guy better. I feel like this is my 90% guy. Maybe my 80% guy. Maybe I'm like this 80% of the time. But that 20% that I'm not, it is wild. It's wild. It definitely keeps me like in check with what it must be like for people that don't bounce back and forth, people that are always way up or always way down. I mean, that, I guess always way up wouldn't be so bad, but always way down, and only 10 or 20% of your life you feel like this guy, you know, this week, Paul. My God. Literally, it was like a mental prison that I could not get myself out of, and I didn't exactly know why I was even there. Just unbelievable. Anyway, these roosters. I guess that's enough for today. I am itching to share so much more, and you guys know I love to tell stories, so I kind of want to like start this thing and give it a name and give it a timeline and go like, how much, you know, can I do, and like, you know, like a challenge and all this kind of stuff. And but I can't quite get myself to do it, but I want to. But it's not going to stop me from making progress. What I'm saying is I really want to share it. So we'll see. Also, I'm going to let you guys go, but we have to cover one last subject. I don't know. I say this every video, I think. I don't know who was sending me things, and I don't know why. But it is absolutely hilarious and baffling. I kind of in one way wish you would stop, or all of you would stop, or the one person who's doing it would stop. I don't know. On the other hand, maybe I would feel lonely once you did. I'm certainly not making a ton of videos and talking about it and opening packages and, you know, giving you any props for sending all this shit to me. I complain about it mostly. But it's unbelievable. And it's unbelievable. And lately I've been getting these. Almost every day I get one. And it's the exact same thing. I don't know what it is, but it's like a little, like a rectangular shape, flat, like the back, you know, plasticky kind of. And then it's kind of flat here, and then it sticks up right there. So like right in the center of this rectangle is something, so it's tiny. I don't know if it's a pendant or something, but I have tons of them. Here's another one, same shape. I can't tell what it is. But I know it's something goofy. This is just a flat. What is this stuff? There's another one. Those two exactly the same. This is one of the little things. So there's 3 packages of the little things, 2 packages of the square, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. On and on. This has got to be a box of cereal. This is those stupid DVDs again. Guaranteed. Look how many I already have. And look at my orchid. Ooh, I brought this orchid back from the death. I bought this for Julia as a gift, and then the stem got broken off when I was transporting it because she didn't have a place to put it in her house with the right kind of sunlight. And I said, oh, and then it snapped. And I just don't, like I said, I don't know much about planting things, but I waited. Another one grew back. I've had it for a year, and it's just started to blossom again for the very first time in the last couple of days, right on time for Valentine's Day and right on time for our 1-year anniversary, which is coming up next week. So what I'm trying to tell you is I got to open some of these things up. It's kind of hilarious that they keep coming, I guess. So maybe my next video, it'll just be an unboxing video. I'll do them all in that way. I guess if you want to watch them, you don't have to watch every video. I don't know, maybe I'll just start opening everything up. Every time I make a video, I won't let them pile up again. I'll just start every video opening a couple of things up. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you like me doing the unboxings every once in a while? Do you think it's hilarious that people are sending me things? I don't know. I'll probably start selling all those things. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. When we do our sales, I'll tell people I get all these things online and I'll set them all up. I don't know. And maybe I'll sell them here. We're going to be doing these Saturday sales. Okay, so I wouldn't call him a friend. I've only met him a couple times, one time, but we spent hours together. And he really interesting guy, but he kind of does this. And you put some things up on Facebook Marketplace and you tell people, hey, come over on Saturday 2 o'clock, and pick stuff up, or maybe fruit trees and some I can't wait to tell you about all the different things I'm thinking. And it can change. This is just the beginning of something. Who knows what it'll grow into. It's going to be a fun journey if I don't lose my mind in between and go crazy and forget what I'm doing and get distracted. And there was one comment I thought was particularly funny of my last video, because really, I do really enjoy you guys giving me a hard time, because it keeps me in check. It does make me go, what if they have a point? But he said, the commenter said something about, this is going to be another epic fail. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know how something can be an epic fail when the destination, is the goal. You can't fail if you're doing something and pushing. If you change your mind about what you're doing every day, that just means you may never get to a destination. But the journey and thinking about the destination and pivoting or iterating, as they call it, in 5 different ways of saying, go where you think you should go. Don't quit trying to get there, but don't get stuck on the destination. Stay focused on the journey, and the journey will guide you to where you're supposed to go. Right now, I think I want to turn this property into I guess, not only say hotel, or just some kind of a little teeny tiny micro, probably not farmer's market, probably like some fruit trees or some exotic trees or some exotic something or other that I can kind of plant and just sell, and maybe I drag maybe I put 50, tree, little starts or whatever, and take it to a farmer's market and sell it or something. So I'm not trying to cause a bunch of traffic here. And I'm not trying to get rich. I'm looking for a retirement plan. This is my retirement. I got to build us and work it. And I just think of how beautiful it's going to be and how inviting it's going to be and how people are going to come here to pick out a tree or something, a little, tree. And they're just going to be in heaven. They're going to want to come back. We're going to host little events. You know what I mean? Like just a little micro something or other. Place you want to be, a few things you can buy. You know, it's like, look how beautiful it is. Well, buy some of the things in here and make your space beautiful too. You know, that just, who knows what can happen just to survive. Just to survive. For me, I don't know, maybe $500 a week or something, $1,000 a week. If I can make $1,000 a week, I mean, I can live on that for the rest of my life, right? So I watch these YouTube videos and people are doing $1,400 on a Saturday morning in their front driveway, selling, you know, $8 and $10 little starter plants that they grew for 3 months before that in a 10 by 10 square space. And anyway, just something like that. I'm building myself a lifestyle retirement community. I don't know what it is, but I got to do something, and I really don't want to go anywhere else. I just want to be here, and I want to be with my sweet little cupcake, and I want to get me a dog and a cat, I'm sure, and get inside of my little jungle compound and just grow, be outside as much as I can, make a bunch of videos. Like, it's exciting to think about. I don't know why I wasn't so excited about doing this before, but you can see I'm excited about it. I just hopefully I don't go crazy again, or don't stay crazy for very long when I do. How about, I hope when I go crazy, I don't stay crazy for very long, and that I'll keep coming back to this, okay? If not, well, I mean, at least today was fun, right? It's the journey. Who knows where we're going, but if you would like to go with me, just keep clicking those likes and subscribes and leaving me a comment, and that way YouTube will keep sending my videos out to people. You can follow along. Yeah, YouTube's definitely got me on some kind of a dark path right now. They got me hidden away deep, tucked away deep. And no, I'm not trying to do that here. I'm not trying to like have a YouTube thing. I'm saying I just want to make sure you guys, I'm not that active. So like you have to like be active with my videos for YouTube to even feed it back to you. So anyway, leave me a comment. Make fun of me if you like. Be better than ignoring me. And yeah, this is the fruit of my labor today. I had this massive brush pile and I've been burning it down. And now I'm gonna go start getting ready to hang out with my sweet cupcake. I'll make you an unboxing video soon, and hopefully things will keep going well here. All right. Yeah, it's always hard for me to end a video when I'm feeling so good, but I can and I will end this video. And focus on my desire to live the life that I've imagined. I can and I will stay close to this desire by reminding myself of it every day. And that's the hard part. I couldn't remind myself of it over the weekend. So if I could remind myself of it, that would probably work, but I just couldn't. No one can stop me but me, and I definitely stopped myself over the weekend. No thing can stop me until tomorrow, except the stomach virus. I know this is filled, this morning manifest is filled with a lot of hope and optimism. Especially this last part. Man, this felt like bullshit over the weekend. But I only have to believe it's possible. Just to be able to say that today feels like a victory. But I only have to believe that just for today.